Okay, Basher, I'm the leader for today. Predicting. What do you think the story is going to be about?
I think it will be about staying safe.
Yeah. I think that you wear a helmet every time you do something.
I think it's going to be about being careful with what you do and taking precautions. Dave, what do you think?
Yes, do you have anything?
It's mostly it,
You gotta slow down. I need to read this. What was your prediction?
Preparing for the unexpected and taking precautions.
You should try to stay with trusted.
I will start reading.
Charlotte, will you please read the first paragraph, please?
Preparing for the unexpected. Common hazards. Injuries often occur when people are tired of careless. Sometimes injuries happen when people don't realize that an action is unsafe. Some injuries occur during everyday.
Common hazards at home. Wet and slippery floors, broken glass, medicines, and chemicals within reach of children. Electrical appliances being used near water. Broken, worn electrical cords. Untamed, lighted candles, fireplaces, stoves, and cigarettes. In school, people running in halls, people playing roughly, pushing and fighting. In the neighborhood, speeding, traffic, broken glass, trash to the ground, wet and slippery sidewalks.
The first step in preventing injuries is to be aware of hazards. A hazard is something in the environment or something about a person's action that can cause harm or injury. Sometimes people like to show off or take risks. They might play dangerously in a swimming pool or on the playground. They might give someone a ride in bicycle handlebars or play with matches. These actions are hazards because they place the person doing and other people at risk. The table above lists common hazards at home, at school, and in the neighborhood. Life skills. Communicate. Yvonne is at her neighborhood swimming pool. She wants to use the diving board, but people are not taking turns. Instead, they are jumping off together. Act out how she can communicate to her friends that this behavior is unsafe.
Well, think of what behavior is unsafe when you do that. Clarify that for me.
You may hit each other.
But how can you communicate it? How could she communicate that?
She could say, stop you guys can drown by doing that.
That's one form of communication.
You guys could hit your head and get hurt and drown.
That's fantastic. It's something to communicate that there is a hazard, which is what you did it. All right, leader, what's the next step?
Clarifying. What aspects of this paragraph do you need to clarify?
Anything you need to clarify? What's a new vocabulary word that you learned in that paragraph? Hazard. Do we understand what that is?
Yes.
Clarify that for me. Tell me what that means.
That means
To you, use your own words.
something that
So many things could happen, so that's why they are called hazardous. All right, next step.
questioning.
Any questions on this section? I think it's pretty much plain, straightforward, right? About what a hazard is and how bad it could be to you. Last step. Summarizing. How do we summarize this? What are you taking away from this? After you're done reading this, what's going to stay in your mind? Summarize that for me.
Being careful.
Being careful.
so careless anymore.
Excellent. Not being careless. I like that choice of words. Anybody else? Writing that down? Fantastic. Anybody else want to share? Your own personal words. She used being careful and not being careless. What about you?
When someone's in trouble, try helping them.
If you see hazard, right? Try helping them. Come up with a couple more and then move on to your next page.
Wait a second. Okay, let's start now.
Okay, Francesca, can you please read?
At home, wet and slippery floors, broken glass, medicines, and chemicals within reach of children, electrical appliances being used near water, broken and worn electrical cords, unattended lighted candles, fireplaces, stoves, and cigarettes. At school, people running in halls, people playing roughly, pushing and fighting. In the neighborhood, speeding traffic, broken glass, and trash on the ground, wet and slippery sidewalks. The first step in preventing injuries is to be aware of hazards. A hazard is something in the environment or something about a person's actions that can cause harm or injury. Sometimes people like to show off or take risks. They might play dangerously in a swimming pool or on the plane. Wait, I know it's not really about the subject, but like right here, if this is first and then they say above, why would you would already know.
Okay. Why did the book tell us this?
So like if you took until you get trained or...
Yeah, it'll probably, once you read this book before you go like swimming, it'll, before you jump off the diving board or do any tricks, you'll probably remember what you read and think about it before you do it.
Summarizing. Francesca, would you please summarize?
Okay, so I think that this page is about like what you should be careful of in your house, in your school, in your neighborhood, and what hazard means, and like things not to do on bikes, swimming pools, playgrounds, and all that.
Predicting. That's the materials that goes on the board. You predict, you keep them there, and then the leader goes through the steps for reading. That's when Mr. Romero bounces around and he listens to you either reading or sometimes I'm here predicting. After you've completed your reading, the leader then guides you into clarifying. The leader then starts to inquire. We all know the questioning words. What, why, where, when, how. To clarify what you just read. These kind of go together. At the end, you write your questions. You write your summary. What do we get out of this one section out of our lesson? You can move on to the next page. When you break it down per page, it's fantastic. You move on, and even if we do or do not do the questions at the end, you should be able to answer everything just like that. Okay?